Nublar, the mighty Brachiosaurus were once housed in two different areas of the park. They have their own brachiosaur paddock, which they share with the Gallimimus, and they are also once located in the herbivore paddock which they shared with the Parasaurolophus, but were eventually replaced with another sauropod called the Apatosaurus. The Brachiosaurus, or arm lizard, was one of the largest animals that ever lived. To grasp a real sense of its size, consider this. If it existed today, the average Brachiosaurus would tower over a 4-story building and weigh more than 12 times the weight of an African bull elephant. With its pillar-like legs, the Brachiosaurus moved slowly, probably no more than 2 miles per hour. Only its huge size and tough skin protected it from predators, but those advantages may have allowed it to live an average of 200 years. In Jurassic Park, Brachiosaurus browse the treetops, often rearing on their hind legs. They are friendly, unassuming animals with tiny heads and equally tiny brains. They eat constantly in order to sustain their massive body weight. On Isla Nublar, the beautiful but deadly Dilophosaurus can be found in 3 different locations around the park. First location is the first dinosaur on the tour, located in the central paddock area. The second location is located near the east dock, and the third location is in their own named sector of the park, located just past the North Triceratops paddock and before the exit of the park tour. With its slender build and striking head crests, the Dilophosaurus stands out among carnivorous dinosaurs. Like other carnosaurs, this desert dweller had a large head, but with a delicate bone structure and an unusual arrangement of teeth that made it ineffective at biting prey to kill them. The Dilophosaurus more likely used its powerful legs and fiercely clawed hands and feet to corner and rip apart its prey. No one knows the purpose of the semicircular bony crests that rose on either side of its skull, but the name two-ringed lizard immortalizes them. In Jurassic Park, the Dilophosaurus is nicknamed the Spitter by park staff. Though the animal may look almost playful at times, be careful when it begins to hoot. This means it is aroused and a brilliantly colored crest will fan out above its head. This is the last warning before it spits out a lethal spray of venom, a deadly toxin that can blind and paralyze victims from as far away as 20 feet. On Isla Nublar, the swift Gallimimus can be found in 3 locations. First, they share a paddock with the mighty Brachiosaurus, and they have their own paddock located near the Baryonyx paddock, just before the T-Rex paddock. And lastly, they share a paddock with some of the other herbivores in a centralized location of the park area. In both height and proportion, Gallimimus, the fowl mimic, strikingly resembles the modern ostrich. However, it has additional appendages that ostriches don't have. 2 thin arms with clawed hands that don't seem suitable for grasping. Instead, their shape suggests that this carnivorous dinosaur foraged in the dirt for other dinosaurs' eggs and then cracked those eggs open with its strong, toothless beak. Its long legs seem suitable for sprinting and traveling the open plains, and its large eyes and brain suggest that it had strong eyesight and relatively high intelligence. In Jurassic Park, the Gallimimus run in herds, wheeling in uniform direction changes like a flock of birds evading a predator. They are fast, but not always fast enough to avoid the clutches of the terrifying Tyrannosaurus Rex. On Isla Nublar, the Parasaurolophus are located in the herbivore paddocks coexisting with the Apatosaurus, and can be sighted on both the main tour and Jungle River cruise, although this placement may change as there have been reports of them attacking the boats if they get too close to their territory. They also have a separated paddock southeast of the main herbivore paddock. Lastly, they are also housed in a paddock just after the Triceratops paddock and before the last Dilophosaurus paddock on the main tour. Despite their aggressive behavior, the Parasaurolophus is one of the most respected additions to Jurassic Park. Parasaurolophus was a large, herbivorous, hadrosaurid dinosaur from the late Cretaceous. The most stunning feature of this animal is the crest on its head, which is where it gets its name, near-crested lizard. Scientists were unsure of its function until today. Some believed it was a snorkel for when the animal was in the water, and others felt that it was used in combat. We now know it was used for communication, allowing the animals to stay in contact over long distances. Here in Jurassic Park, the Parasaurolophus are usually found in the rivers and lakes on Isla Nublar, feeding on the cypress plants and flowering lily pads common in the swampy areas of the island. They use their long crests to communicate with the other herds of Parasaurolophus to determine the plots of land with the best plants to eat during each season. On Isla Nublar, the royal Tyrannosaurus has only one paddock in the entire park. But to make up for this, it has the largest animal range of any animal that InGen has resurrected from our prehistoric past. The Tyrannosaur paddock is located in, and is the heart of the park area, and is the main thrill for any guest during their visit to Jurassic Park. Tyrannosaurus Rex, the last of the massive carnivorous dinosaurs, dominated parts of the Earth for 4 to 5 million years, until dinosaurs finally died out. The Tyrannosaurus Rex had powerful legs, talon-like feet, and razor-sharp teeth, making it a deadly enemy. Its 3-foot-long jaw could open wide enough to swallow human-sized chunks of meat. An active stalker of other dinosaurs, this dinosaur earned the name Tyrant Lizard. The most famous predator in the history of the world is also the most bloodthirsty dinosaur in Jurassic Park. It has huge, powerful jaws, which can swallow a man whole. When confronted by this dinosaur, keep perfectly still. Its vision is based on movement, and with 30 miles per hour speed, it can easily chase down most prey. On Isla Nublar, this behemoth has one location, the aptly named Triceratops paddock. This paddock is the northernmost paddock in the entire park area, and one of the largest areas dedicated to range areas for our prehistoric residents. One of the largest and heaviest of the horned dinosaurs, the Triceratops possessed formidable armor, a sharp beak, a short, thick nose horn, 2 enormous brow horns, and a short, bony frill. This armor, plus its apparent intelligence and good eyesight, protected the Triceratops from having significant enemies. However, Scars on their fossils suggest that they sparred with each other, possibly to defend their territory or claim a mate. This herbivorous dinosaur travels in great herds, feeding on lush, semi-tropical vegetation. The prominent facial features gave the Triceratops its name, three-horned face. In Jurassic Park, the Triceratops roam in herds and grazes on low-growing vegetation. Heavier than an African bull elephant, its massive horns, defensive shield, and keen eyesight provide ample protection against predators. However, it has no protection against 20th century plant species that are poisonous to its system, namely the West Indian lilac, which park staff are still working to eradicate from the island. On Isla Nublar, the handful of the problematic and voracious velociraptors are held in a couple of places around the island. Most notably, the paddock that was originally designed for them had to be vacated due to the packs testing the fences for weaknesses. So the remaining 3 of the original pride were moved into a holding pen located in an area near the visitors center. There was a second pride introduced to the island and held in a southern holding pen. This location is located with the other southern holding pens here. However, now the velociraptors have found their more permanent home along the main tour road here. Don't be fooled by the velociraptor's small stature. It masked a fierce carnivorous predator that used its speed, agility, and relative intelligence to outmaneuver its prey. One set of fossilized skeletons clearly illustrated this carnosaur's ferocity. A velociraptor died with its hands clenched around a protoceratops head shield, one claw ripping into its opponent's chest. The protoceratops had managed to crush the velociraptor's chest with its horn before it died. The name Velociraptor, Quick Plunderer, suits this predator well. In Jurassic Park, velociraptors show signs of problem-solving intelligence on the order of chimpanzees. Like chimps, they have agile hands that enable them to open doors and manipulate objects. They are instinctive hunters, never passing up prey and even killing when they are not hungry. Please note, our specimens do not match their fossil counterparts, as the amber samples that were collected that the aDNA was extracted from came from North American amber and not Central Asian amber deposits. On Isla Nublar, the Troodon is held in one of the first paddocks along both of the tour roads. It is located close to the vista view, only just to the southeast of it. However, you might catch a glimpse of one of our Troodon beforehand as the paddock runs between the split of the 2 tour roads. One of the most intriguing additions to the park, the Troodon is a carnivorous theropod from the late Cretaceous period. The name Troodon means wounding teeth, and this certainly lives up to its name. This small carnivore, measuring up to 6 feet in length, doesn't seem to match any of its fossilized remains sharing its name. When the Jurassic Park scientists who brought it back to life hatched the first specimen of the species, we weren't sure exactly which species it was. But we now know it was a previously undiscovered species of Troodon based on how many teeth our specimens have. Their long, sharp, and serrated teeth line the entirety of their jaws, much farther back than any other known prehistoric species. Here at Jurassic Park, the Troodon are some of the harder species to observe, as they tend to either hide in the bushes at the bases of the trees or are often found up in the canopy, which has proven difficult to contain them. So please make sure to stay in your vehicles and click the report button on the touch screen in our state-of-the-art tour vehicles if you happen to see one of the park's Troodon outside of its paddock. The Troodon has forward-facing eyes that give it exceptional binocular vision, allowing them to see clearly in the presence of absolute darkness. This makes the Troodon an amazing hunter, similar to that of the jaguar from the jungles of South America. The eyes of our Troodon contain a special refractor layer, creating a glow-like effect called eye shine, a trait common in modern nocturnal species. Behavioral exams conducted on our Troodon suggest a uniquely high level of problem-solving intelligence, and its brain-to-body ratio suggests that it is similar in intellect to modern birds. This makes the Troodon one of the most intelligent additions to Jurassic Park.
Hey Amber Miners, thanks for watching today's video. Be sure to click the subscribe button on your way out and click the bell icon to be notified of our videos when we upload them. Consider leaving a like on this video so we know that you enjoyed it. Leave a comment about content that you would like to see come to this channel, and be sure to check the description for links to our Discord if you would like to talk to the team more directly. Check out our Patreon if you would like to help fund the team and its upcoming projects. Remember, this is a fan group reviewing the depths of our favorite franchise, and that we are in no way affiliated with the groups and companies that own them. Be sure to support Universal Studios and Amblin Entertainment. This has been an Amber Mine production. Thank you for mining with us.